This is Elon Musk. He is suing one of the biggest AI companies in the world, OpenAI. In today's video, we will talk about the lawsuit, what OpenAI announced to the world, and what other AI research companies are showing to us, their products and the product's capability. We will also talk about the impact of all of these tools and why this lawsuit is so monumental. Let's dive in. What we're looking at right now is the lawsuit filing. Elon Musk versus everyone at OpenAI, courtesy of NPR. As we're looking at this filing, I want to point your attention to this. Elon Musk is suing as an individual, and he's suing everyone at OpenAI. Next thing I want to point it out to you is that Elon Musk is actually demanding for a jury trial. Some people are asking, what is the purpose or what's the point of Elon Musk suing OpenAI? Does he need money? After all, the judge in Delaware denied his pay package from Tesla. It's a $50-something billion pay package. Some people were thinking maybe that's what he's doing, but it's not. He's not looking to settle. He's looking for a jury trial, and that is to bring everything out to the open, to show everyone what's going on behind the scene. To understand the reason for this lawsuit, let's scroll down to this section right here, general allegations. Overview of the case. The risk of artificial general intelligence. Over the course of the 20th century, the United States gradually shifted from primarily human labor-based economy to a human knowledge-based economy, with the economic value increasingly created primarily by human intelligence. And this is not just in the US, this is true around the world. We have been through the agricultural revolutions, industrial revolution, the computational revolution, and now we're in the artificial intelligence revolutions. And that's the point here that he pointed out. We have shifted from a more human labor-based economy, assembly lines and things like that, to the knowledge-based economy. This was maybe the last decade or so, up until OpenAI allowed the mass to use ChatGPT. And now, as the century progressed, another paradigm shift was already underway. The value creation through artificial intelligence at this moment in time. Early AI programs were capable of outperforming humans in certain discrete tasks. Almost immediately after the invention of programmable computers, AI could show superhuman performance on a highly formalized problems, like finding the fastest path through a network of roads. So think of a robot being able to find the quickest way to get out of a maze. In 1996, IBM's Deep Blue AI program beat Garry Kasparov, the then world champion in chess. This guy, Gary, was the champion in chess in 1996. World champion in chess in 1996. It's almost 30 years ago, AI was able to do that. Now, these programs, while useful, were essentially one-trick ponies. Their intelligence was not general, and that's the key word right there. The AI programs that we have are really good at one task, one particular task. So what is artificial general intelligence? Let me share with you a paper that I found from Google DeepMind. They did a phenomenal study, and it's really easy to understand why Elon is pointing all these things out to us. It was published in November 2023 and was updated January of 2024, so just 2 months ago. The levels of AGI operationalizing progress on the path to AGI. Artificial general intelligence is an important and sometimes controversial concept in computing research, used to describe AI system that is at least as capable as human at most tasks. So as you can see here, it says AGI is used to describe an AI system that is at least as capable as human at most tasks. If you are thinking a war machine that is out there to destroy all of humanity, this is not that. But Elon Musk's lawsuit is saying that we have to be worried that it might get to that point. Now, let's keep going with this paper. On the one chart that I think is really important, and they explain it in a way very easy to understand. Here's the chart that I want you to pay attention to, the levels of AGI. We have 3 columns here. On the left, we have a performance column, then we have narrow, and we have general. Under performance, we have level 0, meaning no AI, 100% human. Then we have level 1, emerging, equal to or somewhat better than an unskilled human. Level 2 of AI AGI is competent, meaning the AI is at least better than 50% of skilled adult. Next, we have the expert level, level 3. At least the AI is at least better than 90% of skilled adult. Level 4, virtuoso, at least better than 99% of skilled adult. Finally, level 5, superhuman. It outperforms 100% of human. All right, so those are the 5 level of AGI. Now let's take a look at the narrow column. Remember, Elon Musk argued that these AI early on were a one-trick pony, and it falls right into this narrow columns right here. Narrow column is a clearly scoped task or a set of tasks that the AI is able to do. Level 0 is the calculator software. It's able to provide the output based on 100% human input. Level 1 of emerging. Again, this entire narrow column is that AI is really good at one particular task. Level 1 emerging AI is good old-fashioned AI. Simple, rule-based system. You give the AI a set of rules for it to follow, and if it hit this condition, it will go do X, and hit this condition, it will go do Y. Simple, rule-based system. Now come level 2 of the competent narrow AI. These are things that we are very familiar with. Smart speakers like Siri, Alexa, Google Assistants. These AI are better than 50% of skilled adults. I know you might be thinking,
hey V, how does all of this series and Alexa use AI? I give it a command and then it reply. Isn't that simple rule based?
Have you ever asked Alexa to give you a joke about chemistry?
Why do chemists enjoy working with ammonia?
Because it's the only job
where they can get paid for having a strong base of fans
without any acid remarks.
Or to give you a joke about physics.
Why can't you trust an atom? Because they make up everything, even the fake news about gravity.
Most of the adult would have a hard time thinking of those kind of jokes on the fly. But these level 2 AI are able to do those simple tasks. It takes us a lot of effort to do, but for those AI, it's almost effortlessly. Now come the fun part, the expert narrow AI. I'm sure you are very familiar with Grammarly. Grammarly is an AI program that is trained on grammar for the English language. It's extremely good. It's better than 90% of skilled adult on correcting English grammar and helping you write better. Then we also have image generation like DALL-E 2. Remember, it's not perfect, but it's better than 90% of humans at one test. Then we have virtuoso narrow AI. These are the nearly perfect AI. As you can see here, Deep Blue, Elon Musk referenced Deep Blue AI in the lawsuit filing. It's better than 99% of humans on one task, which was to play chess. The chess master, the grand chess master of 1996 was defeated by Deep Blue AI. Finally, we have Alpha Zero, which is something that DeepMind developed. It's better than 100% of human on playing chess, playing Go. Stockfish is about the same. These are tools that beat 100% of human, no matter how hard you try on that one task. Those are narrow AI. It's one trick pony, like Elon Musk say. Now we have general intelligence. First, you have general non-AI. You have human in the loop. For example, Amazon Mechanical Turk, a crowdsourcing marketplace for human intelligence tasks. If you were to do any kind of test, you could hire people on Amazon's Mechanical Turk to help you do it. You're hiring these people for one minor thing in the whole chain of command. For example, if you need to write a blog, hiring the Mechanical Turk people to write a blog post for you, that's not possible. What's possible is hiring them to write 100 headlines or 1,000 headlines, or you want them to go visit a certain website to manipulate the Google algorithm to show that you have strong traffic. Now we can just have AI agents go do tasks for you. Then we have level 1 of AGI, which is ChatGPT. Generally, it's good, right? It's equal to or somewhat better than an unskilled human. That's the scary part. Do you know why? Do you know why? This is the scary part. There are so many people out there that are claiming OpenAI ChatGPT is so good. They're claiming OpenAI's ChatGPT are so good at so many tasks, myself included. And just imagine that, right? This paper is claiming ChatGPT along with Bard, Llama 2, Gemini, and some other large language models that we are using right now, Cloud 2, Cloud 3, are just level 1 of AGI. It's good in a wide variety of non-physical tasks. Back to the paper here. Wide range of non-physical tasks, including metacognitive ability like learning new skills. It's only at a level 1. It's equal to or somewhat better than unskilled human. If we are saying that ChatGPT now is better than a lot of people in a lot of different areas, and the researcher of this paper are saying this is only at level 1, is equal to or barely better than unskilled human. When they get to level 2 of AGI, how scary would that be? It's not yet achieved, but when they achieved it, it's going to be at least better than 50% of skilled adults. Skilled adults are people who are working on white-collar jobs. Coaches, consultants, accountants, attorneys is coming for all of these white-collar jobs. And that is scary. Now, I still don't think that it will replace lawyers who have been in the fields for a long time. And I still don't think that it will replace coaches and consultants who specialize in leading their clients to actions and modify the curriculum based on the result that they are achieving. But that's for level 2 of AGI. Imagine what it's going to do when it gets to level 3, level 4, and then of course level 5 is artificial super intelligence. At that point, it's better than 100% of humans at all the tasks. At that point, people should be scared because we essentially could be controlled by a machine that is smarter than all of us. That day could be very far away. That's what I want you to know about AGI and the different level of AGI. Now let's go back to item 18. Mr. Musk has long recognized that AGI pose a grave threat to humanity, perhaps the greatest existential threat that we face today. His concerns mirror those raised before him by Stephen Hawking, Sun Microsystem founder Bill Joy. Then he referenced the system that I mentioned earlier. In 2014, Google acquired DeepMind, a research group focused on deep learning. One of DeepMind's initial developments was AlphaZero, a chess playing algorithm, unlike previous algorithms. However, AlphaZero used reinforcement learning, wherein the program learns to play chess by playing itself in different versions of the software. It starts by playing randomly with no understandings of the game strategy. When one version of the software wins a game against another, the winning program's internal pathway were reinforced and the process repeat. AlphaZero rapidly became the strongest chess playing system in the world. Shockingly, it was also announced that the same program was also the strongest in the world for playing two other extremely difficult games. AlphaZero used reinforcement learning, just like many of us when we learned to play chess. Essentially, we were doing the same thing. You reinforce your learning by doing, and then you learn from your mistakes and not do that again. Eventually, you are getting better at chess, right? Where am I going with AGI and Elon Musk suing OpenAI? As you saw earlier in that paper from Google DeepMind, artificial general intelligence level 2 is not achieved yet. The experts claim that would be achieved when better than 50% of humans in doing many of the tasks. According to OpenAI, they have something that fit the category. In March of 2023, a year ago, OpenAI released its most powerful language model yet, GPT-4. GPT-4 is not just capable of reasoning, it is better at reasoning than average human. It scored in the 90th percentile of the Uniform Bar exam for lawyers. It scored 99 percentiles on the GRE verbal assessment. It even scored a 77% on the advanced sommelier examinations. I don't know how GPT-4 was able to do that test. Maybe the written part, but if they were able to have some kind of machine that converts smell and taste to something that it could reason and answer the exam, because this is a wine expert examinations. You have to smell the wine. You have to taste the wine to know what's what. GPT-4 scored 77 percentile on that exam. This is scary because the bar exam is really difficult. Sommelier exam, really difficult. And is able to score really, really well. By the definition of Google DeepMind, I think GPT-4 fits the bill, but it's not. Because it still depends on the user. A lot of the users still cannot get the result they want from GPT-4. But it's been a year since the release of GPT-4. What else do they have that they are not sharing with us that lead to Elon Musk suing them? I have no idea what they have in store, but I can tell you what they have by showing you the teased products. Before I do, let's go back to the lawsuit real quick. As I mentioned, ChatGPT GPT-4, according to the Google DeepMind's paper, it fits AGI level 2. But to many of the users who are using ChatGPT, they still cannot achieve the result that they want. They still deem that ChatGPT is useless. The user of ChatGPT are just a small fraction of the world's population. Elon Musk claims that the mission for OpenAI initially was to develop AI for the good of humanity. So far, he's claiming they fail at that mission. I believe you should pay attention to the development of this lawsuit, especially if it goes to trial. You need to see the capability of their AI models and the things that they're not showing us yet. Those are the things that we don't get to see. What we do get to see is something that could potentially cost a lot of job. In fact, it's already has, and that is something called Sora. Sora is a text to video model. Much like ChatGPT is a text to text tool, DALL-E 3 is a text to image tool. Midjourney is the same. Pika Lab is a text to video tool. Many people claim Sora as a text to video tool. OpenAI claims that is a world simulator. Let me share with you a few videos and the prompts that was used to generate the videos so that you can see and understand where we're heading with AI in general. Before I start, I have to let you know that Sora is not available to the public yet. It's only available to those who work in OpenAI and a few that are in their red teams. I believe OpenAI released information about Sora just so they can see the world's reaction to their new tools. Any backlash, anything that they need to be worried about when they actually let the public use this tool. The videos that I'm showing you are done by Sora just by entering a prompt, and I will let you know the prompt. But essentially, Sam Altman and a few other team members in OpenAI have created all of these videos that I'm showing you as an example to the public. The first one, a space movie trailer featuring a man wearing a red wool knitted motorcycle helmet.
In a world where men can wear red knitted helmet, and he can run wild in the desert, like he just saw an alien at a yard sale.
Just kidding. Sora cannot generate audio.
The crazy thing is from that one prompt, as you can see this video from one prompt, it did multiple scenes. It even did multiple camera movements. Here's a little OpenAI logo to show you that it's created by OpenAI. Let me show you a different video.
Welcome to the grand opening of our Utterly Pretend Museum. You'll find our expertly curated collection of absolutely nothing is real. Watch as our imaginary guests marvel at the masterpieces of fake arts and sculptures so lifelike, you'll swear they could exist in another dimension. The best part, you won't need to shell out big bucks for Apple Vision Pro to enjoy this non-existent wonderland. But, let's be honest, it wouldn't hurt if you did, because who doesn't love flexing a little tech bling?
So, kick back, relax, and enjoy the fantastical trip through our fake museum. Stories brought to life by V's crazy imagination because, spoiler alert, Sora is still not in the business of sound. Remember, it's all in good fun where art imitates life, imitating art that's not even there. Enjoy the fake show.
If you were to do this in real life, what would it take, right? First of all, you need a drone guy. Not just any drone guy, you need a first-person drone pilot. This person will now have to fly to this location, wherever that might be, with all of the heavy equipments, all the drones, the battery, and I would argue maybe even a custom drone kit. Right now, let's keep going here. Now, this person has to be able to go through this museum here, right? And then, but this scenes here, you need to have people interacting in this scene. You need to have an empty museum. You need to block out a couple hours for this person to record this. To recap, if you were to record this video, this drone museum footage, first of all, you need to hire a pilot, a first-person pilot who knows how to fly in tight spaces. You need to have a museum, an empty museum that block out for a few hours so that this pilot could fly the drone inside without worrying about knocking people down with the drone. Then that pilot would have to fly with all the gears to location. It just costs a lot of money. Whereas you need to just do one prompt. Let's take a look at a different video so that you can see why OpenAI is calling this thing a world simulator. The prompt for this next video is very simple. A tortoise whose body is made of glass with cracks that has been repaired by using kintsugi. Kintsugi is an art in Japan where they repair pottery with gold. Now this tortoise is walking on black sand beach at sunset. Just look at that tortoise. Look at the lighting. As the tortoise turn, the lighting turn as well. Okay, now look at that. Look at that sunset, the beach. The prompt describe everything and it's perfect almost. The lighting is so perfect. Look at that. It's turn, the lighting turn as well. OpenAI's Sora understand physics, understand lighting, not just the prompt. It doesn't just create an ordinary video from your text. Many of the text-to-speech AI software right now cannot match it. So you can tell immediately that it is generated by AI. However, it's not the case with OpenAI's Sora. The downside of Sora right now is that it cannot generate sound yet. It can create the video, but it cannot generate sounds. 11 Labs is working on a solution for that. Meanwhile, another text-to-speech AI platform is also tackling that problem. That is Alibaba's Emo. Alibaba Emo will turn an image into a video. It will turn an image into a video, and it has realistic sound, like something like this. On the left here, you have an image of a Chinese male singer. On the right, it's a generated video by Emo from Alibaba. It goes from this static image to this video. I can only play a little bit of this sound because I'm sure it's copyrighted. But anyway, enjoy. Here is an Asian Chinese male artist rapping as Eminem.
Supersonic speed. You assuming I'm a human. What I gotta do to get it through to you? I'm superhuman, innovative, and I made a rubber so that anything you say.
The rapping is perfect, right? But watch, what's coming up is even crazier. Look at his posture. It's like he's rapping for real. Watch the hand coming up, just like a real rapper would do. Here we go. Right here. This text is amazing. Pretty soon you can have the entire Netflix show for yourself. You can just sit there and create the entire Netflix show for you. This is why Elon Musk wants people to be aware of what's going on. He's suing OpenAI, yes, to bring attention to himself, but also to bring attention to the issue that he thinks is important to a lot of people. Sora is able to create video and is able to create video that is so real in this world simulator. Emo is able to create video from an image that looks better than anything else. And as long as you can do the voiceover for that image or for that video, you can have a realistically looking video. AI is coming for a lot of white collar jobs. Take a look at this article. Tyler Perry, after he saw OpenAI's text-to-video model, the next day he stopped his studio expansion in Atlanta. Tyler Perry saw the Sora demonstration, and then the next day he stopped his $800 million expansion. He said being told that it can do all of these things is one thing, but actually seeing the capability, it was mind-blowing. And it's true. Like I showed you earlier, instead of having to hire your crew, having to hire people to do your computer graphic effects and lighting and filming, the crew, everything, now you can do everything just by sitting in front of a computer. That is why you need to pay attention to what's going on in this lawsuit and need to pay attention to the development of the AI world. Before you know it, AGI level 2 is going to be here and AGI level 3 is going to be here. When it gets there, it's going to be better than 50% of humans or better than 90% of humans in many of the tasks. Everyone need to up level. Everyone needs to re-skills right now. And that's not a joke. If you don't believe that you need to re-skills, when all of these AI gets to the point that is better than 50% of humans, it'll be too late. I want to thank you for watching this long video with me today. If you found value in this video, I appreciate a follow on my new channel. And if you would like to see how AI can help you in your business and take advantage of the time that we're living in right now with AI, I encourage you to book a consultation call with me at the link below in the description. Thanks again for watching.